Hi there, good morning, it's Amanda from AJ's Allotment. Today I am going to do how to chip potatoes. Firstly, if you are a complete brand new beginner to vegetable growing and allotmenteering, you may hear this term quite a lot and think, what the bugger is chitting potatoes? So to chit a potato merely means to put it somewhere and allow the shoots to grow short and stumpy. So firstly, let's talk about how we get potatoes. So sometimes you'll see potatoes in labelled ready bags. A lot of the discount shops do them, and Wilko's and places like that. You've got first earlies, second earlies and main crop. I've been to my local garden centre, so I just grab them in a bag like a pick and mix and get what I need. So I've got a few varieties. I'll show you my first earlies and second earlies in a minute. I've had them chitting for about 2 weeks now, and I'll show you what's happened already. But I'm just going to quickly show you this part. So a lot of people say to use egg boxes. Now we do that because the potatoes sit really nicely in them. That's the only reason. There's no special thing other than that. It just sits them really well. So let's get to it. I have just got some second earlies, which are Maris Pear, so they're good for mashing and things like that. In fact, they're not Maris Pear. These are my Maris Pear. In the shop, they've already started to have a grow. So what you do is you put them eye face up. Now this is the eye. So when they say eye, it's where your little shoots are coming. Or rows. Some people say roses, some people say eyes. Okay, see, they've already started. Now what's happened, because this bit in the garden centre, it's quite pale and light, and you'll sometimes see them really long. That's not what we want. We want really short stumps. These are quite weak, so this is why we need to get on with chitting them. So you're just going to literally, like eggs, with those sides up, pop them in your egg cartons, like this. You see? It's as simple as that. So this is chitting potatoes. Some people don't chit them, others believe it's the best thing. I've just done it because that's what I think you're supposed to do. Another mention is, if you are going to want some good potatoes from the garden centre, I know it seems a bit early now because I'm not going to be putting in until maybe March, is to get them now, because the good ones will get taken, and if you go later on you'll find that those sprouts have gone really leggy and long. If you get them now and chit them yourself, you're not going to have that issue, and the best ones get taken quite quickly. So it's about getting down to your garden centre and getting the better potatoes. And then remember your label if you're doing more than one type. Excuse me a minute, drop my pencil. So remember your label. So I'm just going to put Maris Pear, because that's what this variety is. Let me move you down here, sorry about that. And then I'm just going to stick it in my egg box. So that's the Maris Pear. So I've got them in an egg box. And because I'm doing a lot of main crop, these are Valor. See if I can make you further down. Sorry about my dodgy camera skills right now. There we go. Right, there you go, you can see them now. I've got these in a mushroom crate because I didn't have enough egg boxes. Now these ones I've had chitting on top of my kitchen cupboards. That's where I've put these ones for about 2 weeks. And we're just starting to get those little stumps. So I'm going to add my new ones to this crate, and as simple as that, pop them in there. And these are going to go back on top of my kitchen cupboard. There's enough light there, it's cool, it's not too warm, so you want them in somewhere that's cool with a little bit of top light, and that's it. Just leave them, and that's as simple as it is when it comes to chitting. And then when it comes to putting them in the ground, a lot of people will knock off the weaker chits and just leave 1 or 2 stronger ones to get going, and that's what's going to be your shoot. That's what's going to shoot up from the soil and be your plant. So basically we're giving the potato a chance to get its energy into those shoots ready to go in the springtime. So that is how to chit potatoes. And if there's any other questions on that, please leave your comments below and I'll try and answer them. So this is quite a basketful. Also, like deciding on how many potatoes you need. Now this is only I've only been growing on an allotment for a couple of years, so I'm still gauging how many I need, how many I'm going to use. If you don't eat many potatoes, there's no point in doing them. If you like salad potatoes but don't like big roasty potatoes, then you want to concentrate on your shallots and your international kidneys and things like that. It's all about personal taste, how much you eat of something, really, as to whether you want it or not. So that's my label, Valor. I know what they are. So that's them all right way up, ready to go back on top of the kitchen cupboard. And that's the Maris Pier. Yeah, so again, it's down to variety and what you like. So do you like mashing them? Do you like boiling them, chipping them? So on the labels when you're buying them, so if you're buying them at the garden centre, it'll tell you on the little label above them or below them what they're good for, when to sow them, whether they're blight resistant or not. So it has all that information. I'll just take you through to the downstairs toilet. Yeah, that's right, to where my other ones have been chitting. Right, so because this is somewhere cool and there's a window, I've had my first earlies, which are international kidney, chitting for a couple of weeks now. See if I can get a good picture. Is it going to focus? There we go. So you see they've got quite strong dark chits on them. They're not long and light, they're nice and short, and that's what we want. We want nice, sturdy, strong, dark chits. Now depending on the variety, it'll depend on the colour of your chits as well. So these are quite dark and purple because they're international kidney, others might be green. So these ones are my Charlottes. Charlotte potatoes are lovely. They're so creamy and a great second early, so like a salad potato, absolutely fantastic. They're really, really flavoursome, and I've done these in bags for years. Like I say, I've only had an allotment for a couple of years, but I've done them in grown them in bags, in borders, for a long time. So I know they grow really well in bags and pots, and they are delicious. But I've done them for about 10 years now. So you don't have to have an allotment to grow your potatoes. I'm going to take you back through now. You don't have to have an allotment to grow potatoes. Excuse my messy kitchen. You can grow them in bags. There's loads of potato growing kits you can get now from the seed companies. You can get them from your pound shop. As long as you've got a good bit of fertiliser in there and you worth them up as you would do normally, they're going to grow perfectly well. So even in a small space, you can have fresh grown potatoes, and there is a difference. I know people say, well, you can get them at the shops, but in terms of flavour, there is definitely a difference. But I just wanted to share that with you for now. So please remember to like and subscribe, ask any questions. I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. And happy chitting, everybody.